Hey, yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing great, of course. Yes, we finally got the cards, guys. We finally got the cards. I am so happy. I also have the physical version of all these new cards, and I'm so dang happy, guys. Now, I know there's lots of versions out there, guys, especially since these new cards came out, and lots of people are playing the Neo Space Connector version, guys. Now, I used to be a huge fan of the Neo Space Connector version, especially because you get to rip off one card of your opponent's hand, and I think that's something really powerful. Not only you can rip off cards like Ash or Valor or any sort of hand trap, especially Droll, or you know, no matter what you rip off, it's still something good, especially because we're not playing against steel elements, and nothing's gonna fusion in the graveyard. So yes, the Neo Space Connector version is it's not a bad version, and especially you also get to have a look at your opponent's hand, which is something incredible. Not many decks can do that. You get full knowledge of the hand, and these are the great things about this version. Now, what doesn't make this version one of my favorite versions is something that I want to show you guys right now, right here. Now, this is one of the perfect hands to show you what I mean, for several reasons. Now, let's imagine we normal summon Neo Space Connector, and this card gets impermed, right? Okay, I'm gonna boom. There you go. This guy is not a fire warrior. This guy is nothing, and all we have is a Renaud that becomes completely useless in our hands because this guy is not a fire warrior. So this is one of the reasons why I do not play Neo Space Connector version. One other reason is that, let's say Neo Space Connector activates and special summons a Dolphin. We're gonna activate Dolphin, discard maybe Ricardetto, because you want to keep these cards in your hand. Now, you get to see the opponent's hand. Of course, you acquire full knowledge of his hand, but in his hands, you're gonna see one imperm or something. So yes, you maybe rip off one card if the attack is lower than all the monsters you got on the field. Now, you saw the imperm. You have a look at your hand, and you're like, yeah, okay, it's still something. It's a good hand. Okay, now you go into Isolde, you activate your the effect. Okay, and let's say you try and activate the second effect, or we get impermed on the first effect and we cannot use Isolde anymore. We're just gonna end up ending the turn, right? So this is what I don't like about this version, because all these things make this version kind of weak in a way. But what's really good about it is that you can rip off maybe Droll or Ash or any other hand trap, and that's cool, yes. But for all the reasons that I just showed you, this version it's not my favorite one. But yes, I do understand people playing this. I don't know, maybe they play it because they do not know other versions, because like if you play the adventurer version, guys, well, you can put down lots of bodies before you even decide if you want to go into Angelica or Isolde or whatever. Plus, the adventurer version is a strong version if we go second. Like, let's say we lose the dice roll and you have Water Enchantress in your hands instead of Neo Space Connector. Well, it's much better because you can bounce back cards. We got one Legal Knight. You can play this in main and bounce back 3 cards, and just play it inside, because bouncing back 1 card and still being able to put bodies on the field without even normal summoning, that's a big advantage that lots of decks don't have. Now, with that said, guys, let's talk about the main issue and see which version of INFERNOBLE Knights can actually play around cards like Droll and Shifter. Now, some of you remember this version of the deck, because I used to play this version a lot, and I created this version a couple weeks ago, but I did leave it aside because I was so into the adventurer one. I was so hyped and enthusiastic about the fact that I could put down all those bodies without even using the normal summon. But now, since I've been playing a lot against Kashtira players, I really do see the problem of INFERNOBLE Knights and how hard it is to play around cards like Droll and Shifter. That's why I'm back to this one, and I feel like this version can actually do something against those cards because it uses the same strategy that super heavy samurais used to use against the same cards, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now guys, let's imagine this is our hand, and imagine we got shifted during draw phase, or we special summon Fenrir, activate its effect, search for Rise Hard, and right here we get hit by Droll. Well, what we can actually do here is still special summon Rise Hard, normal summon yugioh, send maybe some follow-up or whatever, and go into Baguska. Guys, this is the same strategy that super heavy samurais used to use against these two cards. Now, this is the best I could find. If you guys have something else that can actually work against these two cards, please let me know in the comments. I'll be so happy to read that. Until then, guys, let me know what you think about this whole thing, and let's try and figure out which is the best way to play around Droll and Shifter together. Until then, guys, I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!